What's up YouTube? I'm back again with another video, and today I'm going to be filming this berry cranberry smoky eye look. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I don't really like making long intros, so starting off I'm going to be priming my face with the Maybelline Baby Skin, and I'm just going to be tapping that onto my skin and then just blending it out with my fingers as usual. And next I'm going to be filling in my eyebrows with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, and I'm just combing them through. And I'm just going to be filling them in as usual. I'm really not going to go into detail just because it's the same thing I do every single time. But if you do want a tutorial on that, let me know and I will make sure to do it. So to clean out my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Sand and just a concealer brush. And I'm just cleaning up as usual. And I'm also going to be priming my eyelids with that same concealer, and then I'm just going to be blending that out with a Real Techniques beauty sponge and setting it with some setting powder and just tapping it onto my eyes. I'm applying a decent amount just so that it can set really nice. And then I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette and just a blending brush and the shade Tempera to kind of dust off that powder but give it a bright look as well. And then I'm going to be taking these two shades to apply it as my transition color, and I'm using the same brush with it, and I'm just blending it like in my crease, above my crease, beneath my crease, everywhere, just so it can be a smooth transition blending color. Alright, with the same brush, I'm going to be taking the shade Vanadium Red, and I'm taking very little on it and applying it more and more as I go. So I'm darkening it up as I'm going, because you don't want to start off with too much and then end up with like a total mess. You want to blend it as you go, that way it can blend easily and it'll have a smooth and nice transition. So next I'm going to be taking this flat fluffy brush, and I'm going to be taking the same shade, but I'm just packing it on more with this brush, and I'm also blending it as I go and like beneath my crease, that way it's just easier to finish off with. Next I'm going to be taking the shade Red Ochre, and I'm going to be using that onto my lid, and I'm packing it on as well just so it can have a smoky eye look. It's gonna be going from darkest to lightest. And then I'm taking again that same blending brush and blending all the colors together nicely. So moving on to the face, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, and I'm just tapping that onto my skin, and I'm going to be blending that out with just a regular beauty sponge. So moving on to highlighting and concealing, I'm going to be using that same concealer that I used for my eyes, and I'm just going to be applying it under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, my chin, and on top of my cupid's bow, and then just blending it out together. And this shade is lighter, so don't do what I did because it's too light for me. So to contour, I'm going to be using the LA Girl concealer and just applying it where I normally contour. I'm not applying too much, just a tiny amount so it can be a good base for my powder contour, and just blending it out as well. So I'm also going to be using the e.l.f. Shimmering Facial Whip as my cream highlighter, and I'm just going to be blending that out and tapping that out with my finger. So now to set my whole face, I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder and just a powder brush, and I'm applying more underneath my eyes and then just lightly applying some more all over my face. And then I'm taking the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzer and bronzing up again because I did apply powder, so it kind of canceled out the cream contour I had, but I really like doing this just because it gives me like a really glow and bronzy look from within. So I don't know, it's optional, but I really enjoy doing this. I think like it looks really natural. So I'm also going to be nose contouring, and I'm using this angled fluffy brush and just contouring down the bridge of my nose and on the tip of my nose as well. So I'm going to be using this tiny fluffy brush. I really don't know what it's called, but I'm going to be using these two shades and applying that to my lower lash line. And keeping it very lightly on the inner corner and adding more color in the middle towards the outward. And to darken it up, I'm taking this brown shade and I'm using a flat liner brush, and I'm just going to be focusing that on the outer corners of my eye and winging it out, because I'm going to make it look like if I have winged eyeliner, but it's actually just going to be eyeshadow. And I'm also going to be applying that on the top of my eyelid on my lash line. Sort of as if it were real liner, but it's just powder. And then to highlight, I'm taking the shade Vermeer and this tiny little pencil brush, and I'm just applying that onto my brow bone. And then I'm just going to be blending that out together with a blending brush so it won't look too harsh. And now moving on to the face again, I'm going to be using this blush brush, and I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Pearlescent Pink blush and just applying that to the apples of my cheeks. Now to highlight, I'm going to be using this highlighting brush and this highlighting powder by Wet n Wild, and just applying it to where I normally apply my highlighter, some on my forehead and some on my chin as well. And this is in the shade Precious Petals. And now moving on to the eyes again, I'm going to be curling my eyelashes and tight lining both of my waterlines, the top one and the bottom one as well. But on the bottom one, I'm not bringing it all the way inside, just keeping it from the middle to the outer corner. And for mascara, I'm using the CoverGirl Supersizer Mascara to prep for falsies. And for falsies, I'm using the Salon Perfect Demi Wispies Falsies and the Salon Perfect Lash Glue. And the lash glue I'm using is black, just so that it can give me like a liner look, and it can give me more of a smoky eye effect. And I'm also applying some mascara to my lower lashes. So I'm going to be using this lip duo right here. It's like a really plummy lip liner and a brown lipstick. And I'm just going to be lining my lips and filling them in with that lip liner as well. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to be going in with the lipstick and just topping that off with the lipstick. So to finish off, I'm going to be setting my face with the Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray. And that's it, guys. That's all you have to do. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want to see more makeup tutorials or any other suggested videos that you guys have in mind. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.